This is the part two to the documentary plan journal that I posted. So this is Gnarly in Pink, but now this is the finalized documentary. I have now finished it. So the way I decided to go about it is about the same as what the previous plan was that I recorded. I except there was like a little minor difference. So in the first one, my previous plan was to focus on the fact that they're girl skaters and they're gonna have trouble with boy skaters, and like that was the route that I was planning on doing. But after going through all the footage and sifting through the interviews and seeing what worked, I decided on more of just a story about the Pink Helmet Posse, like just their story, why they do it, who their audience is, who the Pink Helmet Posse is in general, the three skaters and their families, and what they think about the whole thing. So I decided to go that route because I felt like the footage talked more to that, and it kind of made itself by that kind of storyline. Like it helped me build the narrative structure because all the interviews were pretty much focused around the Pink Helmet Posse. So it allowed me to create that structure. So let me scrub through just to show you what I decided to do. We're just gonna meet the track. So I decided to start it out with their name, the name of the movie, Gnarly and Pink, and then with the Pink Helmet Posse came in. And when that came in, I decided to layer skateboarding just to introduce the topic. So the reason I decided to do that was because I thought that right when the with the Pink Helmet Posse pops up, I wanted that skateboard to hit, so then the audience would automatically connect the Pink Helmet Posse with skateboarding, just so that was right off the bat they knew what this was going to be about. And then we came in and we have Gary Murphy, who is Rel's dad. He has a voiceover saying that skating doesn't have to be for boys, and I thought that that also was a good first indicator of what this is going to be about, and the view on it, just to prepare the audience for what the rest of the movie is going to be. So then we just have more b-roll of them skating. We go to Rel's interview. We have a little title card at the bottom just to introduce who she is and what she's a part of. And she, in this section right here, we have the three girls, Sierra, Bella, and Rels. And they each say that they want to be a professional skateboarder or a variation of that sentence. Again, just so that the audience knows what's going on and who they are, what their passion is. And then we got into another voiceover of Gary, and he's talking about how girls have a certain flow, and then we got B-roll over it. Then we got Gary and Rebecca, and they have another interview there. I let that one run with just them because I feel like we're getting hit with a lot of B-roll here, and I just think it's good sometimes to actually see the people talking. And then we got these boys, so Curran and Cooper are brothers of Rels, and then Loyal is the brother to Sierra and Bella. Um, and they get introduced, they start talking here. I throw a little bit of B-roll over it when Cooper mentions SoCal YMCA, just so you can see the reference of them skating. And they go on for a little bit, but they're cute, they're like adorable, so it's like people want to watch, like it's okay if it's not covered by B-roll. And what they're saying is really sweet, so it also helps to look at their faces in order to get that emotional like factor. He says he wants his sister to go pro. Like it's a very sweet message. And then right here we got Rels's interview saying that skating is for girls, and we have her and Sierra back there. Here we go. And then Sarah and Jason, who are the parents of Bella and Sierra, or Sarah and Jason, sorry. Um, and they're talking about, I mean, the same topics, like about the princesses and how they wear tutus, um and how, yeah, their daughters Sierra and Bella are like princesses and fairies, and that's how they dress when they skate and how they love it. And the girls together, like anyone could do it, they could do it, anyone could do it. um yeah, they just want to make sure everyone knows that anybody could be involved. And then we got another interview just continuing what the message is of the Pink Helmet Posse. So this is about halfway in the film. And so the beginning half was about who they are and just some footage of them and just what are they about. And then we have this middle piece that's just explaining what their real mission is and like why they do what they do, just to finalize that section. And then we go to the mom is talking about how this is a family sport and it's just something that her whole family could do together. And then these are all just like what the story's about and maybe some of the negative factors that girl skating experiences now, such as low funding. And then we get into a funny section, so that's why I started with the girls having trouble skateboarding. And then the dad tells a funny story about his daughter getting, he went out with a friend and they were at a skate park with his son and his daughter, Sierra, and the little boy was like, "Oh, can she skate?" And then he said that she can, and she showed that she can, and that's why we showed her skating. And then at the end, this little boy in the back, he fell down. So I thought that was a good representation of the storyline he was telling. And then we just have more B-roll with voices in the background, their interview, just talking about the girls and their skating. And then right here we have a little rap from Rels that says "Don't hate," because of all this hate that we're talking about and all the stuff that happened with other skaters. And then we got a little bit more interviews, just really honing in on the fact that this is a good cause and the difficulties that little girls have to face when trying to find a skateboard that fits and just trying to get into it and being scared not to try. So that's just like finalizing that point. And then we just have the girls saying goodbye and a little happy birthday that they caught that all the girls are together, the brothers, which was very sweet just to see the end. And then we have, a little credit for them throwing glitter and then their website and their Instagram. I decided to put that at the end just so that if anyone did want to get more information on it, then they have the resources that they would need, just for a little bit of promo for them, because I think that the cause is great, and I think the story that they're telling is awesome. And let me just touch on my organization. So if you can see over here, I have all of the files that I was given. This is all of the footage. It's set up by interviews, stills, more interviews, B-roll, more B-roll, 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 stuff like that. So that's why it looks like this. But that's how I was given the folders. So I just left them like that because I thought it was a good system. And then we have my sequence, so this one sequence, and then we have the paperwork that we were given. I really didn't use it that much. I did use the text a couple times when I was trying to figure out what some of the boys were saying in their interview, just because it was a little loud. And I couldn't understand how they were saying their last name, so I was trying to get the spelling of that. So those text cards helped me. Didn't really use any behind the scenes, didn't feel like it was fitting. And then the scene cards were more confusing than anything, so I just left those alone. And then we have all my different music files that I decided to use and layer throughout. But yeah, that's the whole thing. This is also the final video for all the journal entries that I'm doing. So thank you so much for watching. It has been a great semester. And yeah, I appreciate you sitting down and watching it, and if this helped you through your editing journey or if you looked at this for tips, I'm glad that I could help. Thank you so much. Bye.